What is going on, guys, and welcome to today's video. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please consider subscribing. I'd greatly appreciate it. Let's go ahead and begin. I'm really excited. This is my first Benchmade knife purchase. It is the 4600 Phaeton. Hopefully I'm saying that correctly. So let's go ahead and dive right in. The first thing I'm going to do in today's video is give you a huge disclaimer, and that is if you're considering purchasing this knife, make sure that you're legal to own it and carry it in the state that you reside. So just make sure you're okay to have it. All right, let's go ahead and begin. So this is the 4600 Phaeton. It is an out the front automatic dual action knife. So really cool. What that means is you have this little switch here. It's on the spine, which I will note is a great location for it. I'll tell you why in a moment. But you pull it up, deploys the blade, pull it all the way back down, and it retracts the blade. So just a really easy to use knife. It is completely ambidextrous, and you can even move the clip, the pocket clip, to the opposite side, so the choice is yours. The finish is very nice. It has this black aluminum finish, but it has like this kind of soft textured feeling to it. Not overly soft, it's still rigid, but it feels nice and smooth and grippy. On each side you have additional grip marking, as well as right here on the top part of the handle, so just for a natural, comfortable holding position when the knife is deployed. Really cool. So the handle is 4.63 inches in length. The blade length is 3.45 inches. Your overall length is 8.08 inches. Now the thickness of the blade is 0.11, so it's not a super fat boy, but it is still very sturdy and durable, just not as thick as some of their more conventional blades, but it still does a great job. The blade material is CPM S30V, so it's a good strong steel. It's 58 to 60 RC in hardness. It is a drop point configuration, and it is a satin finish, which I prefer. And there's really nothing else to it. It's just really an elegant, classic piece. No crazy definition on it. It looks nice. It's well done. So Benchmade, in my opinion, did a great job. Now, when you purchase this knife, you're going to get the box here with a warranty card. Make sure to hold on to that. It has got quite the price tag on it. It's $300 to $400, depending on where and when you buy it. I purchased this for $321, and yeah, I'm really happy with it. It is expensive, though. I had to take my time when considering buying this, but I ultimately pulled the trigger, as you can see. But the warranty for Benchmade is really, really good, so you're going to want to hold on to that. It's a lifetime limited warranty, definitely worth it, a nice peace of mind to have. It also comes with this little carry pouch, so if you alternate between different knives for an everyday carry, you can go ahead, tuck it away in there, keep it dust-free until you're ready to use it again. Now, as far as maintenance-wise, really cool. It has the screws there, and they're all the same size. They're all just T6. So one tool to completely tear down this piece. Now, I'm eventually going to tear down this piece and shoot a video for you guys, but for now, it's brand new. There's no need. But if you are interested in checking that out, Nick Shabazz does a really great job of showing you the whole entire process, and it's pretty easy to do, so I recommend checking that out if you're interested. Alright, so to continue on, by dual action, it's because you can deploy the blade and retract the blade using that single switch. Now, the location right on the spine is really awesome because your hand is then already in the ready to go position, and the speed of the out the front automatic essentially just goes along with it hand in hand to just make it ultimately one of the quickest deploying knives out there on the market. Really cool. Now, it doesn't have any additional safety switches anywhere. Your switch for safety is built into the actual switch. Now, when you pull it up, you're going to hit a spot where there's resistance. That's the safety. So it has to be a purposeful additional pressure to deploy that, and same thing with retracting it. So you should really have no issues with an accidental deployment. And if you do, for some odd reason, it does have an interesting, somewhat semi-safety feature as well. and I'll show you real quick. So if there's something in the way of this blade deploying, now you can see here it stopped. It didn't just force all the way open, and that's thanks to the dual action and the safety mechanism built in. But you can see here that it did penetrate the box, so it will cause damage still, but it won't be critical damage. So it could be worse. Now, if that happens, you can see here that the blade is just loose now. And to get that to work again, you simply have to make sure that your switch is pulled all the way up in the deploy mode. Grab the blade, which if it's short like that, just point it down to get it to detract a little bit more. So you have grabbing point, and then you just pull. Now I'm just using this because I don't want to put any oils or anything from my skin onto the satin finish. But you heard that little click, and now it's back in place, and you're ready to use it as normal. So really cool. I like that they threw that in there. Again, it's not going to save you from, an accident from happening, but it can save the accident from being terrible. So that's good. Overall, that's basically it. That is the knife. Again, it's not for everybody. The price point is a little high, in fact, but don't let that sway you away. It is a quality piece. I've tried other pieces that were significantly less expensive than this, but it was a huge, notable night and day difference. So please keep that in mind. You're definitely getting what you pay for when it comes to the quality and build of the knife. Now, Benchmade is a very good company. Their warranty is excellent, and as far as out the front automatic knives of this style, it's definitely up there as far as the quality build you get. It's something that I feel like if you purchase, you won't regret. Just know the caveats of owning an out the front automatic knife. A, make sure it's legal. 2, blade play. It's adherent with this type of system, so you're not going to get an out the front automatic that doesn't have some sort of blade play, except for I think there's one brand that somehow, I don't know how they did it, but it's a proprietary system where they really stopped a lot of the play. But the play in this Benchmade 4600 Phaeton is very minimal, and I'll show you what I mean. So I will grab the blade and the handle, and you can hear a little bit of rattle, but it stays locked in place, and it's very minimal movement, so you can still make precise cuts, no issue. Just something to keep in mind, and it's something that's adherent in these type of systems, so basically unavoidable, but I wouldn't let that sway you from pulling the trigger if this is something that you're considering. But overall, really cool, highly recommend it. Again, since this is a new purchase for me, I'm kind of just on cloud 9, so I don't really have any complaints so far. It is loud, so that's the first noticeable thing, is there's no way that you can conceal deploy this. So keep that in mind. You're going to get attention, and unfortunately, these out the front knives that are automatic, they kind of, from an outside view looking in, a lot of people, relate these to the old switchblade days and the crime and the mayhem that was associated to that time. But hopefully now that we're in 2021, people's minds have opened a little bit to the overall usefulness of a blade like this. The quick deployment is great. The fact that it is one-handed use, either right hand or left hand, is excellent. And also, that is a huge part of dexterity. For some people, especially anyone that may be getting older, perhaps they had gotten arthritis or just don't have the dexterity and learning curve for some of the newer ball bearing systems for the smooth action, have a hard time opening their knife, and this just kind of solves that problem. It's just very easy to do with little to no strain on your hand. So you got to look at it from all different angles of approach, and the usability and functionality of this knife is no different. It's a tool, and it's a great tool at that, so try to keep an open mind about it. But it's great. It is a loud one. It just flies out loud and proud. So definitely fidget friendly, but keep in mind others and stuff around you, like my significant other, my fiance. I try not to play with it too much around her because it's loud, and it's definitely going to break your concentration if you're reading a book or watching a television program. So, But overall, I highly recommend this knife so far, and just like another review that I did of the CRK2 Razul GT, I will follow up on this knife and just how the durability goes. If I develop any cons, I'll share that with you guys, so that way you can just keep you in the loop in case you're interested in getting this knife. But obviously, since it's brand new to me right now, I'm just kind of on cloud nine, so I just think that it's perfect. But, you know, over a little bit of time, that honeymoon phase goes away, and then you can start really being a little bit more objective with a piece like this. So, well, that'll do it for me for today. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, found it helpful, and catch you on the next video.